Movie Nights. I am here with another guest for our interview series. Today I'm here with Vitória. Say hello to the people.
Hi, everybody.
Now, Vitória is an actress in our upcoming short film, The Local. She plays a character named Madison. She is a school teacher and one of the main character Jackson's close friends, old friends, maybe lovers. I don't know. See the movie. So just to get things started, why don't you just tell the people about yourself and, how long you've been with Movie Nights and just kind of that background info.
Let's see. I've been with Movie Nights since 2017. I met you guys summer of 2017. So it's been a few years. Wow, it's been longer than I thought it'd been.
Yeah, 2017 seems very
very
close, and then you're like, no, that's like 5 years.
I know, that's crazy. A little bit about myself. I live in New York City. 22 years old. Is this a Tinder profile? I live in New York. I'm 22 years old. I love walks on the beach.
Looking for the gym to my Pam. No Republicans.
That's it. That's enough information.
That's it. That's fine. Now, from my understanding, you come from a bit of an acting background, correct? Where did you kind of get started, and how long have you been doing that for?
I started with improv when I was about 14. I did improv for like 2 years before I got into theater and acting. Yeah, it's been like 8 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started with improv, then I did theater, and now I do film and a little bit of everything. But
what's been your favorite of those? The improv side, the theater side, the film side?
Probably improv, because the most exciting thing ever is when someone forgets a line or something goes wrong and you have to just improv. Mm-hmm. And most of the time they don't really use it. But if you're in a project where, it's kind of comedy, then you can mess around a bit, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love seeing the shows. I don't know if you ever, when you were living down here, went to the SAC.
I did, yeah. I have a good friend who's still doing shows down there. It's a fun place.
Yeah, very cool. Just kind of, what's the process like when you're just developing a character? Coming from an improv background, do you find that kind of easier because you have to think on the fly, or was it a little more challenging with doing it in film?
When I went to acting school, it was definitely the hardest thing for me, because coming from an improv background, I'm just so used to like you said, doing everything on the fly and kind of figuring it out. So I think it depends. I think it depends on the character, and I think it depends on the project. Like if I have the freedom to mess around and to explore different things, then I'll leave my options a little more open, and I won't really nail down certain things as much. Mm-hmm. But it really depends. I feel like I tried for a long time to do things by the book so much, but really there's so many different ways to do it. There's so many techniques or whatever. So it was very freeing, and I found myself doing my best work when I didn't nail everything down as much as I was. Mm-hmm. So it depends for me.
And tying that into Local, what did you feel about playing your character? I know that it was pretty fleshed out in the script, but did you still feel like you had the freedom to mess around a bit and
Absolutely
kind of explore it more?
Absolutely. And
don't
Madison
behind there with like a gun, like answer it right.
Right. And you can see it too. I'm pretty sure on the TikTok there's some good behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
But
Movie Nights on TikTok. Quick plug.
But I definitely felt like I had a lot of room to play with Madison, but also I've known Madison since 2017. Mm-hmm. I've read, I think almost, if not almost every single draft of The Local. And I even have them still probably on my hard drive because I saved them all. So I also from knowing her so well, you know, when you know a character so well,
Yeah.
like yourself, it feels easier, you know, to play around. And, you know, definitely Dalton gave me that space as well. So it was
I mean,
very
it probably helps too. Like you said, you've been with movie nights since 2017, and that was when Draft One was getting kicked around. I'm sure that the character was probably written with a certain person in
it was
mind to play it, and kind of tailored toward your
right.
strengths and everything like that.
Yeah, it was definitely very different. I would say I'm not gonna give any specifics about it, but it was a bit different. The character, you know, her heart has always stayed the same, but the circumstances around her have changed and evolved. And since I was able to see it evolving, I felt it. You know, reading it, I felt it happening, which was exciting. My first movie nights production was with you handling the camera.
Me and the
Never
camera,
forget.
right? When we filmed in Dalton's room, right?
Yeah, never forget, man.
Never forget. That's the one he decided to put like a bunch of blurring colors on because I just messed it up too much.
Dude, I remember you were like about to press the camera, and I think you were also holding the boom at the same
Yeah.
time. You fucking kicked it over, and he got so mad, and I was like, "This is amazing."
I got so mad. I'm like, dude, what more can I possibly be like?
You
Got
wanted
the
to
boom
do
mic, the camera. I've got the thing like under my arm, trying to hit play to start the audio, like trying to get a smooth like.
that was very fun.
Speaking
That's
of,
definitely when I realized, like, wow, we can, you know,
wow, these guys are not professionals. I should get out now.
we
But we
can.
got you. 5 years later, you're still here.
I was here, staying strong. Because it's funny, some people, you know, you work with them for a long time, but when you get on set, they're so anal, which is not a problem, but they're so stressed and they start getting annoyed at everybody, and it makes everybody get, you know, it gives everybody like a little nervousness and a little like, you know.
Mhm.
But even though he got angry, you just kept fucking around, or excuse me, messing around. You kept messing around, and he just kind of went with it at one point, and I was like, "This is great. You know, what more can you ask for?"
If you do it enough, you realize that I'm not gonna stop. So you just
Right.
you get him to the point of like acceptance. So it's like either he gets angry or anyone gets angry, and I stop, and then it's just awkward. Or if I just keep going, everyone just has to kind of shift to it.
Right. And it makes it so much fun.
It's a good dynamics just all around.
Yeah.
So speaking of on-set memories from previous short films, which are available online, check them out. Another plug. We're very shameless here. I don't care. I'll plug everything. Do you have a favorite on-set memory from filming The Local?
Absolutely.
Oh yes.
When I remember very vividly, I'm gonna tell this story. I was in the car.
Okay.
Kyler was driving me like every day. He drove me to and from the place.
Mhm.
And we stopped at a gas station. And he goes, "I'm going to get some Smirnoff Ice." I was like, "Sweet. Why?" He goes, "I'm going to ice Anthony."
Mhm.
I had no idea what he was talking about. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it meant. I was like, "Sweet."
I've never been on the internet.
Bro, apparently. How old am I? No clue what that meant. Couldn't find it. Goes to it, and then I see a different grocery store, and he explains to me what it means. Right? And I'm like, "Oh, let's go over there." Now I'm super with it. It was hysterical how every single time he fell for it.
Yeah.
Every time. And then I don't know if you guys know this, but Anthony and I were the last ones at the house, and Harry left. Anthony took the last bottle that I told him where it was, and he took the last bottle and he put it under Harry's pillow. So at like 2 a.m. that night, I get a message, and it's Harry in his underwear on the floor drinking. It's like, this is amazing.
I appreciate his commitment to it.
I know, right?
Like, he found it. It's under his pillow. He didn't have to record. He didn't have to do it. He could have said, "Oh yeah, I did it," and then just like dumped it down the drain or something. But
Yeah, but he goes downstairs
committed to the bit.
in his underwear, kneels down and drinks it. That's commitment. I respect that.
That's doubling down on the bit, and we're all about that here.
Yeah.
So last question for you. Obviously, on top of all the regular challenges of making a film and everything, we decided to make a film during a global pandemic. Toward the tail end of it, but obviously we took a bunch of safety training courses and had a lot of just different precautions on set and everything like that. Did you feel comfortable on set and just trying to navigate that with everything?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think at first I was a little taken back just because I was the outsider and you were all already there and you had your bubble in Florida and I was coming from New York and I was a little, like I don't want to.
Ready to pop it.
I don't want to be that person. But, the way that you guys handled it and, it was very safe and I think everybody felt very comfortable. I did.
All right, good. That was one of our main concerns going into it. Well, but that is all the questions that I have. I hope that this wasn't too painful.
Just a little.
Just a little bit? Well, I appreciate you.
You know when you pinch yourself to stop paying attention to another pain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So my hands are down here.
And down here, you're just like pinching your arms, like just get this over with, wrap it up.
Like pulling my nail. Oh.
Scratching it. Well, thank you again, and check out The Local when it comes out, people, and tune in for the next interview.